Hi everyone, day number 16 and 365 Science of Mind. My name is Antonio Thornton, and as always, thank you for joining me in this journey for this year-long path of growth. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into lesson number 16, which is good is forever my experience. And the quote is, "And he said unto him, Son, thou art ever with me, and all that I have is thine." And that is from Luke 15:31. And the text reads, realizing that we are in the midst of an ever-present good, and believing that there's a law that brings everything of its nature into our lives, we should learn to think and act as though every wrong condition of yesterday were converted into something something new and better today. And the affirmation and meditation says, I believe that all the mistakes I've ever made are swallowed up in love, in a peace, and in a life greater than I am. Therefore, I surrender all past mistakes into the keeping of this ever-present and perfect life. I affirm that love is guiding me into a real deep cooperation with life and into a sincere affection for everyone. Today is a fresh beginning, a new start, a joyous adventure on the pathway of eternal progress. And I'm going to skip a little down here and read this next portion. It says, I express the spirit within so that only love and confidence go out to everyone I meet, blessing everything I touch and bringing peace and comfort and joy to my world. In every thought, in every deed, in every act, I am sustained by an infinite power and guided gently into an increasing good for myself and others. And this lesson can be summed up with the simple colloquial phrase of, it's all good. And though we may experience things that may not feel good at the time, we may not recognize that these things are for the good, they are for our betterment. We've asked for something, whether consciously or unconsciously, to grow us from where we are to where we want to be. And sometimes that growth may feel a little uncomfortable, but the lesson here is to know that it's all good. When I read this portion here, it says that we are in the midst of an ever-present good, meaning that there's never bad, though it may seem that it is. It's ever-present good. And the next thing that jumps out in that same sentence says we should learn to think and act as though every wrong condition of yesterday were converted into something new and better today. And that's the same, was a portion of the lesson from day number 15. I'm going to go back and read that to you. It says, where did it go? Okay, so it says that I am living in continual expectancy that everything in my experience every good thing in my experience shall be multiplied. There is neither doubt nor uncertainty in my mind. Every denial is transformed into an affirmation. And this is the portion right here. Every denial is transformed into an affirmation. Every negation into an acceptance. And every no into a yes. And that's the exact same thing that we're reading here in lesson 16 is knowing that every quote-unquote wrong condition of yesterday were converted into something new and better today. I also wanted to bring out the point here is that today is a fresh beginning, a new start, a joyous adventure on the pathway of eternal progress. Today is a new start. And that is something that I know a lot of us tend to get stuck in. Now, I don't know when you're watching this video, but right now the television show Westworld has just ended. And I don't watch a whole lot of television, but there are a few shows that, friends may say, hey, you need to really watch this show. And I'm glad that I started watching Westworld. It's a very well written show, but there are a lot of metaphysical and spiritual undertones in that show. And one of the things that I often talk about and have been talking about since the show are loops. If you have not seen the show, this is a pseudo spoiler, but not an awful spoiler. But what it boils down to is that the hosts in Westworld, they're on loops. Their objective is to live these loops over and over and over. And I think that's what we do sometimes as human beings. We live these loops. We go to sleep with the mindset of who we are, and we wake up with that same mindset. But what if we woke up not knowing who we were? What if we woke up with a sense of, did I just do this exact same thing yesterday? Maybe something else is here and available for me. Maybe today is a fresh beginning, a new start. A very close friend of mine had a brain aneurysm and survived, fortunately. And though brain aneurysms impact different people different ways, one thing that seems to be pretty common is that it impacts memory, and particularly short-term memory. And when you think about who we are is just a series of memories. We wake up every day, and if you believe that you're a loser, you wake up with the remembering I'm a loser. So let me actively take part in the activities that make me a loser. If you could also wake up with the idea that I'm a successful businessman and take part in those activities as well. You could take part in the loop of I'm never loved, no one loves me. You could take part in the loop of people take advantage of me. You can take part in the loop of things just don't work out for me. Those could be loops that you play for yourself over and over and over. However, today is a fresh start. So what's the practical lesson to take from today? Every single day is a new start for you. And to be quite honest with you, it doesn't even have to be a new day. If you're having a crappy day so far, you can, bam, stop right now, hit the reset button, and start anew. The first part of today kind of sucked. It stunk. And now I'm going to have a great rest of my day. You can make that choice at any given time. At any given time. But what better time to do that at the beginning of the day after getting a good night's rest, waking up fresh and renewed to a new day, to a new you, if you decide that's what you want for yourself, instead of the loop that you might be stuck in. And if you haven't watched Westworld, great show. So take away that your loop is up to you. You've written it. You get a chance to rewrite it every day, every hour, every moment. You can rewrite that loop. You could rewrite the loop of yesterday I was a smoker and today I'm not. Before I was this, now I'm not. You have the ability to write your own loop. As always, the link for the book is in the description. And like and share this with those who you feel can benefit from these teachings. And always comment too to let me know, because I love to know what you guys think. Am I on track? Am I off track? Do you feel that this makes sense for you? I'd love to get your feedback. As always, again, like and share and subscribe. That keeps me motivated. That keeps me going. And I hope to eventually have millions of people watching these lessons and learning about personal empowerment and living the life that we desire. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow on day number 17, 365 Signs of Mind. We'll talk to you soon.